You're welcome back. Uh, the video is starting a bit strange, so I'm just going to start from this point. I started turn one with a tap land and suspending a Lotus Bloom. Then opponent played a land and a Bauble. Passed the turn to me. I played land Talisman. They cracked the Bauble, surveilled on instant with the Hedge Maze, put a Manifold Key in the bin, and we find ourselves here. Pretty excited by what this hand has to offer. Hopefully we get a spell snare something here. Uh, then they'll be tapped out, play Teferi, probably up ticket, and then play another tap land. And then the following turn we'll have Transmute, Lotus Bloom coming up suspend. And then that'll be a kill through counterspell thanks to the Teferi. They did not jam into my spell snare, unfortunately. Okay, we do draw an untapped land, which is nice. So if they have a counter spell, we can play around it, or daze. I'm happy to try and play around it. If we get this Teferi down, we're in such good shape, so just making sure we can seems really good. Maybe a mana drain. Brainstorm? Okay. Doesn't counter it just yet. There's no spell pierce here. They've got Manifold Key in the deck, so it must be like an artifact combo sort of deck. Given that they probably don't have that much interaction, so hopefully this Tef gets there. Okay, Tef got there. It's uptick. And then yeah, we can transmute for 4 mana, turn the talisman into a Belcher, and then the Lotus Bloom will allow us to activate. So in a pretty good spot. Spell snare up if they've got anything to follow up. And even if they have some kind of lock piece, then at least the Teferi can pressure that. Get up to 4 mana. Stocking up. This card's pretty good. I should probably play this card. It does a pretty good impression of dig through time. It only costs 3, so it's 1 more than a dig if you completely delve it. Sees fewer cards, but 5 cards still pretty deep. You still have a good selection, and picking any 2 is pretty nice. It's really interesting that it's just like a really good divination. I do wonder how far you can push a divination before it gets too good. And it seems like a lot of people are liking this one, and I don't know if it is too good. Doesn't lose any life. Yeah, it seems nice. If it was an instant, that'd be crazy. Would just be flat out actually good if it was an instant, I think. But even a sorcery, it's like if you're kind of trying to ignore your opponent and assemble A plus B, this card sees a lot of cards. You can grab A and a B, and you're in pretty good shape if it does that. Oh, well, looks like we're going to get to do our thing pretty unimpeded here. Kind of a Boseiju or a Awara. Let's just do the thing. Maybe having forgot about the Teferi. Okay. I think we played them earlier in the week, so they've seen how the combo works. But yeah, we'll get Belcher and deal them 49 damage. So artifact combo-y kind of stuff. So those blue cards, so Mystical's probably good, Into the Flood More's a consideration. The 2 red hate cards aren't very good. They have enough artifacts that Consign's probably good. Maybe Flusterstorm's okay. These all seem plausible. These are the only 4 we wouldn't consider. I guess let's probably assume that they don't have as much stack interaction. So let's get the Flusterstorm and the Pact. They probably will have a couple of counter spells, but I don't think they're going to be too all in, given they need to still hit a critical mass as a artifact deck. Spellsnare, usually good on the play, but in this deck you play so many tap lands that it's kind of, you need to be on the play. You need to be on the play for it to be good. Usually good on the draw. So let's cut some of the artifact stuff, just trim it a little bit. Yeah, out of respect for potential hate coming in. Swords doesn't look great. Most of what we've got going on is pretty good. Let's do the portable hole. Let's leave this one. Do that. The Mastercore is cool. Let's give that a crack. Love the Flood more. The pending's good. I think the repeal's pretty good. Okay, I want to get all these in. Make 3 more cuts. Let's get the transmute. It's just a little bit, like a fair bit worse than the Tinker, and it if you're on the draw, it's harder to get it off in the right spots. And we also cut some artifacts, so trim it a little bit. Fabricate's probably the worst of that kind of effect, so let's just cut that one. And maybe the Narset's not too important. Yeah, sounds pretty good. It's got 2 lands, if you can't tell, it has these 2 lands. Portable Hole for an early play, same thing for Misstep. We can tinker the Portable Hole for Lotus if need be. And yeah, pretty happy with that. Good amount of interaction and has a clear line of sight to how it would combo. So yeah, definitely keep. There's a bit of tension between the Portable Hole and the Misstep. They play like a 1-mana artifact. They play a grid. Okay. Well, we can't misstep that, so it's an easy choice for us. We'll just run out the tap land and then plan to Portable Hole, then misstep the following turn. This will be nice once we get there, but we need to clear this defense grid first before we can try and get some of this permission back online. This deck is very mana tight, so it's not going to be able to randomly pay the 3 that the defense grid asks for. Okay, I do have a vault key. I have several keys. Hopefully nothing good to go with it. Okay, that's good. I like that we have a they play a Sol Ring or a Mana Vault, we'll have that covered with the misstep once we get to that point. Yeah, definitely going to go after the defense grid. Given they've got 2 keys, it's no point trying to fight that battle. So we'd really love to hit another land here, but we've got a bit of interaction to to tide us over till we reach that point. Sounds like a Cosmic's. Oh, their own Tinker. That's scary. like a paradoxical, paradox engine or Bolus' Citadel. I don't know why I feel paradox engine in my bones, but that's what I feel. Probably just Citadel though. Or hopefully it's coveted jewel. Very cool. Making green. Fast one, definitely not letting that go. So this spell pierce probably isn't gonna be good enough interaction at this point, given they've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn untapping with. Assuming we even see a next turn. So if we do get to untap the fabricating too, I'll just try and go for a combo line. Like if I draw an untapped land, I go Tinker, turn the portable hole into a Lotus, and then play into Salvages next turn for the kill. And give up on the defense grid, which we're clearly not going to be able to fight the permission game anymore against them. Crimson Ring. We can play through Ring with an upkeep Belcher, so I'm not too worried about... I mean, the Ring's going to be really good, don't get me wrong, but we can play through it at the very least. Land? Emery. Yeah, as I said, the Spellpierce probably isn't getting its man. Hopefully this Emery just hits a Lotus. That'd be nice. One time. Nothing. Yeah, Emery definitely gets worse post-board. Your density of artifacts drops pretty considerably, so can't really rely on it. That said, if we draw untap land next turn, we can go Tinker Lotus, crack Lotus, play it again off of Emery up to 6 mana, play Oriok Salvages, loop Infinite, Charbelch them. So we are, despite how awkward this hand looks right now, if we draw an untap land, we will be in a position to kill them. Got their ring protection, that's fine. I guess I'm glad all they're doing this turn is drawing a bunch of cards. I'd rather see the key untap the One Ring than the Jewel. Yeah, they just draw a bunch of cards and then plan to kill me the following turn, then I at least have a small window to draw that untap land. Or a Mana Vault, or the Lotus itself. There's a lot of draws that actually get us there, but the deck's also very 3-drop centric, so it wouldn't surprise me if I just draw like another Trinket Mage or something. Their own Emery. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot in the way of counter spells on their side, so we're not going to be bringing in Fluster Storms or anything like that. Untap land? Bauble. Not a great draw, but at least we can... Oh, right. Can't bauble them because of ring protection. We get to play it again after Emery, which is good. We will have Spell Pierce up, but I don't think that's going to be enough to save us. I want to draw the cards now, just in case we draw a force. The second card down's a force, we definitely want to see it. And the information gained by the bauble's not a big deal. Okay. opting to draw another couple off the ring, then make a saga token. I think that makes sense. This deck definitely doesn't look like it's trying to win in combat. It's trying to do some silly business, I expect. Okay. It's a tap land. Well, Good Monolith does give us one more mana. It doesn't give us the right mana in the right time. So we are still yet to have a shot at the Tinker. Spellpiece has got a lot of work to do. They're getting more mana. It's not a good sign for the Spellpiece getting up, man. Drawing up to 8 cards. Can mana Funky up to 12 cards if they like. Maybe the One Ring's just going to kill them and all our problems will be solved. Copy artifact. Okay. Put another jewel. That's pretty good. If they're not killing me this turn, I don't know what's going on. Dismembering my Emery? Metamorph, sure. Another jewel. I think we've sideboarded well. Given what we know about the deck now, I don't actually think there's a lot. Oh, the Narset actually looks good. Let's get the Narset back in. But other than that, there's not too much I'm unhappy with. Sculpting Steel. A lot of jewels. Oh. You see. Well, too late to misstep to spell pierce now. Displacer. I think we're like 99% dead, but I actually want to see what what the rest of the deck is meant to do, or how it likes to kill, I guess, is the one bit of information we can still get from seeing this game play out. Reservoir, okay. Does Kitten... Doesn't seem that they've got like a proper loop, but they can just cast a bunch of spells, draw a bunch of cards. That'll be the end of the game. Yeah, every one of these jewels is +3 mana, +3 cards. Pretty hard to imagine that they can whiff. Certainly not at this point, but even early on, every like copy artifact or Sculpting Steel is like mana neutral and then draws 3 cards. Cool deck. Need 3 more spells. And I'll die to the Reservoir. I guess the interesting, well, things to think about for next game. Are the forces good? I would say yes. Um, is like something like Commandeer still good? Probably yes. Stealing a coveted jewel sounds pretty hot, but they're also tinkering. I guess taking that tinker is pretty nice as well. I think the Commandeer is good enough. Alright, that'll do. And then like removal, like the swords is relevant against these two, but there's not a lot of creatures in their deck. The ley line also stops the kill, but I'm sure they've got a couple of bounce spells somewhere in there that would bounce this before killing me. So Spell Snare, Fabricate, and Narset are the cards I'm willing to consider again. Yeah, Consign seems good. Definitely get the Narset in. Actually didn't show that many 2-drops that really looked worth getting. And the Repeal seems a little awkward. Pending's fine. I mean, Tef's okay. They haven't really shown much stack interaction at all, so Teferi is usually good enough, and like, because it's sometimes they have a couple of counter spells that it tags, but doesn't. I'm not sure if they have any. Let's take the Fabricate and kind of just be focused on comboing faster than them. I think we should be able to do that, and we're also going to be more likely to have a force up or some kind of interaction, so it does have force. Isn't bad. So we go tap land. So we have 1, 3, so we have 5 mana. And the AT can go get the Belcher. Yeah, it's fine. We should be able to get to Belcher pretty quick. Potentially a turn 3 if we draw a land on our second draw step. Play this. Oh, maybe turn 4. We draw untap land. We'll see. But the hand's also very nice at interacting, so I like what we've got going on. Hopefully no defense grid this game. That would be good to dodge. We'll let that go. If I had another blue card that I was happy to pitch to the Force, I'd probably misstep this, but I think we want to really hold on to this Force as long as we can. Mm-hmm. Okay. Love to see a blue lane sometime soon. If we found untapped blue land next turn, we could play Trinket Mage, get Lotus, pass, and then on our upkeep, ET for Child Belcher, and then we'd have 7 mana spare, so we'd be able to go for the kill. That's all assuming we drew an untapped blue. Do we ever just ET for the Lotus? Probably not. I think I'm going to let this Brainstorm go too. I can always just ET, get Belcher, cast Belcher, and then when we draw the untapped land, we win the game. Not sure. What if I get the Lotus? No, I really need to have this be the Belcher. I think I'm okay with taking my draw step. The turn on which we get the Belcher is kind of not a big deal. Okay, happy to pitch that. So I'm just not in a rush to do so. Pretty much any draw is good right now. Like other blue pitchable, I'm pretty happy about. Any land would be good. Artifact mana would be good. Hopefully not the defense grid again. That'd be annoying. A key. I'll respect a key. Okay, I've been baited. Feels like a tinker. Looks like it too. Oh, copy artifact. That's fine. It's gonna be a mana vault. Or yeah, don't really know why you'd tap your mana vault to make a mana vault. Unless they're trying to naturally get up to 6 for a coveted jewel. That makes sense. Or just force the coveted jewel if it comes to that. Ooh. Paradoxical. That's probably too good to let go. Especially because they're going to be taking heaps of damage off of these off of the Ancient Tomb and the 2 mana vaults. I think it's good to just nab that. So we're in the same spot pretty much. Now I'm almost thinking we get I think I'm just gonna get the Mastical. It's a bit goofy, but is it too goofy? I don't think it's too bad. My rationale here is that they're probably going to want to untap one of these mana vaults on their turn anyway. And if they commit to doing that, then I'm just going to eat it with the Mastical. They're always going to have plenty of things in play for the Mastical to target, so I'm not too concerned about that. we've got enough cards in hand that we can feed the mass score. It'll probably kill in 3 hits because they're going to tap the tomb or these again. I think it's better than just getting the Belcher and tapping the top of our deck and hoping there's mana on top. Like, if we just miss mana for 3 turns, a hand does nothing. Okay, then let the mana vault go. Transmute to the West, sure. Get an Academy, okay. Okay. Well, now we do need to respect the mana vaults that they've got in play because they represent a mana each. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? No, that's okay. Yeah, kind of made our bed now. We're just under the Masticore. Yeah, we're not really getting out under this. Let's just hit their mana as much as we can. Feed the Masticore and hope we draw high mana value things to feed to it. And hope they tap Ancient Tomb twice. Hope they play more 1-drops so the Preordained Discard would kill as well. Does this thing have to target something? Nice, okay. Opponent controls. So we don't have to start killing our own stuff if it is too low CMC. Although we can't actually kill our own vault if we wanted to. That's fine. It's got protection from multicolored. That could be relevant. No, or not. They got 1 block with the monitor. So they can cop a couple hits. They're at 7 now though, which is good. It means the next Ancient Tomb tap puts them to 5. Okay, they're at 5. And Tez. Tez is pretty scary. For 4. Get a 1 ring. I'd be okay with that. Yep, it is. That's good. Not sure if they realize, but they're not going to get protection because they didn't cast it. They just put it in with Tez. If they play anything cheap here, we get to ping it with the Preordain. Fab. Not good. But they are under, well, besides their own clock pressures, they're also under the pressure of the 1 ring. They've got a lot of things counting down to their disadvantage. If they tap this again, they'll die to the ring the next time they tap it. Okay, draw 5. In we go. Put them to the test. They're in the Abyss. They've got 2.5 minutes, and they need to not die to their ring and Ancient Tomb, as well as kill me. Or answer mystical. Should be tough. They've got heaps of resources, but I think I'm advantaged. They've just got... They need to have this... This turn has to be, like, perfect for them to not time out, not die to their own damage, not die to Masticore. So... We'll see what they can muster up. Kind of 2. Okay. I mean, if they've got the jewel here, okay, outcome. Well, I mean, engine. Too many paradox cards in this deck. Yeah, they could definitely do it here. Cast any spell. One ring will draw 3. Chain of Vapor, my portable hole. Well, we're just got a copy under it. That's dangerous. On the one hand, I could chain the engine. If I do that, then I'm probably... They'll chain back, kill my Masticore, then I have no pressure again. I think this engine is just going to kill me if I don't get rid of it, so let's hit it. This taxes their mana a little bit, maybe not as much as I'd like. Oh, Veil of Summer off of their own Chain of Vapor. Sick. Be very impressed if they can kill me with 1 minute. We'll just like let it play out and okay, maybe they're actually gonna kill me. Spoke too soon. Oh, 17 floating. This would be sick if they got me here. I'm rooting for them. Yeah, they definitely have the resources. They just need to cast 4 more spells and click through all the triggers in 30 seconds. Obviously, like they've effectively won, but just as like a sub game, we'll see if they can get there in time. It's gonna be really close. I think they're just gonna fall short. The Moto lag today claims another victim. But yeah, they would have won that one if they had another minute. So GG's Bogan Legend. Cool deck, really like that. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.